dey shout and we no come. Like they shake, like they shake. Baba we nowhere, he dey shout and we no come. We no come. He dey shout and we no come. Like they shake, no come. Like they shake, like they shake. Baba we nowhere, he dey shout and we no come. We no come, we no come. Baba we nowhere, he dey shout and we no come. Like they shake, like they shake. Baba we nowhere, he dey shout and we no come. We no come. He dey shout and we no come. Like they shake, he dey shout and we no come.
Shake, leg the shake. Meanwhile, there's something I've always wanted to share with us, especially all of us who are part of the Yoruba Union platform. So if you are very interested, right, in getting one of those stickers, even for your own area, if you are in Nigeria, by the way. So I'm going to share these direct numbers with us, and you can indeed reach out and call out or place your own order. It's all free. Give me a sec. Yeah, found it. So I'm going to drop that in the comment section. So which means that you can make that call. And when you call, just say, how can I get my own stickers? Get sent across to me. An arrangement will be made, okay? The first one is, hang on. Hello there.
Hello, my good general.
Prince Jejeman, how are you?
General Baba, I salute.
I was about to make some of my what do you call it, announcements. One of them is what is what I'm delivering right now. The second one is the one of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's Supreme Court case. It has been submitted, and a date hasn't been chosen yet, and we are looking forward to that.
Yeah.
So it's part of what I wanted to share, but you just called in. Prince,
That's
how are
fine.
you?
Yeah, I'm fine, Baba. Respect, sir.
Thank you so much.
Yes, Baba. Yeah, this Yoruba Union, I wanted to ask if other non-Yorubas, do they have any space, maybe opportunity to also donate in it, or just strictly for Yorubas?
Absolutely, 100%. Absolutely. So what we have just done is that there are things that we were supposed to have activated towards all of this, but we chose to just mellow them down for now. Anything that has to do with money, donate, and all of that, right? We don't want to push that for now. We just want to make it look like, and we want it in a way that, except you chose to say, oh, I'm just going to give this towards this and that, yeah? So it's not something like a priority for now, but yes, non-Yorubas could indeed, well, non-Yorubas have been supporting anyway all this while. So yes, the answer is yes.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine, because I'm willing to also support my own way. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be
so
great.
When it's fully ready, please.
No, it's actually
support.
ready. It's just that monetary part of it right now is being rested deliberately.
Okay.
Until, you know what I mean, until it's gone back again to say, okay, yeah, let's fire. But for now, without having to go quiet, there are things we've already spent money on that I haven't spoken on in a while. So one of them is this awareness stickers that continue to remind people that we don't want elections as they are promising. Referendum is going to be our way out eventually. So you should brace yourself up for it. This is what the sticker says, right? In a way, a message, very short, but very direct. And we believe that it goes places that many of us may not be able to go to. So that's why I'm sharing the that's why I'm sharing the information for everybody in Nigeria, in Yoruba land, who want any of this. We have more than 5,000 of them, even though probably they have shared more than 1,000 or two right now. But I can bet that we still have more than 3,000 pieces of this, or 3,000 copies that are ready for anybody's collection across Yoruba land. Now, I'm going to share the number. Prince, continue.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, happy to hear that. You know, it's an effort. You know, no, and this our struggle. I believe that they know effort is a waste. Any little effort, it goes a long way.
It will go.
So every one of us should just do their part, and
exactly.
I believe we surely get to the promised land.
That's right.
So, Baba, based on today's
they have sold Nigeria. They've bankrupted Nigeria. I don't see any future that these guys are promising them, and I've just explained that too. Go on.
Baba, the thing that our people are not seeing is that, you see, these Fulani terrorists, they have crept into all nook and cranny of Nigeria.
They have.
Metiala is number 3rd most terrorist. I mean, dangerous terrorist. By index.
They are the 4th deadliest. That's what they call them. Deadliest, not even just dangerous. Deadliest.
Thank you for that correction. These people have office in Aso Rock. Our people don't understand what is going on. They have office in Aso Rock. They are ministry on their own.
Yeah.
I get it, me.
Yes.
And these people are being given audience. They issue statements every day. I get it, me.
Yes.
Since they've been committing all their atrocity, nobody has brought them to book.
No.
That is one. My 2 is that all Nigerian borders are very porous. Terrorists are coming in from all angles.
At will.
You see, every part of Nigeria has been saturated by them. Because of Nigeria, because of the election of Nigeria, they do not want us to know how many the census of Nigeria is not correct. They say that we are up to 200 million.
They figure that many have disputed that is not true. In
the northern part, during census, when you get to a house, they will tell you, look, it's bad, a woman is there, you can't enter. And they will tell you have 20 children. And that's it. That's what the censor man will write on the paper.
And say
he will just move away. Yes, he will just move away. I get him. This is how they gave us the figure we have in Nigeria as the census. I get him.
I'm with you.
Number 3 is that this terrorist criminal, Fulani terrorists, they make sure that they subjugate the Hausas. They have 19 states in the north. They have succeeded in taking over 12 states. They are the one ruling in 15 states, are not 12. 15 states, they are the one ruling there. Only 4 is left, or 5 is left of Hausas, who are the real Wazobia. In Wazobia, we don't have Fulani in Wazobia. I get me. They are ruling in up to 14 states. Only 5 is being ruled by the Hausas. And these are the people that are conducting the election for the whole nation. Obi, when he starts, only Alamajari alone, they cannot solve the problem of Alamajari alone. Not to start talking of Boko Haram.
Go get a real data.
Not to talk of ISWA, not to start to talk of the so-called bandits. Obi has only Alamajari, the one that they are training to join the Boko Haram terrorists. He will not even solve the problem alone for 8 years. I get me. So our people are so stupid.
Jonathan was building schools. Jonathan was building small clinics. Or more. When his case came for judgment, they stoned him for Bauchi.
His foolishness has no number, Mayegu. Foolishness. I guess you see when they are during this campaign, you see multitude going, going. And these are people that they stuck into poverty. When you see, you say, mama crowd. All this crowd you are looking at are foolishness, and it has no number. I get me. So my brother, the point now is that our people, if they have their sense, you see the pastors in Nigeria, because of their tithe and offering, they are not telling their people that this election they are running into the trap of the Fulani terrorists. Are you getting me? They are running into the imam in the mosque cannot tell their people.
Yeah, last time if you talk, they will say, Shebi, you participated in the election. Now, because you lost, that's why you they complain, say this or that. No deal. No deal.
And when you begin now to protest, say you want to protest again, they will now start to bring out that agenda with all those so-called repentant terrorists that they are putting in their army, Boko Haram. They will bring them all out to shoot you. How many guns do you have to defend yourself at that very point? Instead of them, now all these pastors, what they will do at last, and now they will do it at last, is when many lives have lost. Instead of them to tell their people, this BBC you are holding is useless. You better now, everybody better now to talk about how to do what they call referendum. I get me. That is the only option for everybody.
You know waiting. That's what I want to do. The series I want to do from this December, okay? Telling people that everything in this life get processed, okay? Now when all process fail, and the way the whole world work, even when all process fail and we begin to shoot ourselves, fight ourselves, it go get to some stage. If nobody win, they go see, so yeah, all of you come, more will settle one for you. So you go still have to sit down again and say, okay, oh yeah, waiting cause the fight. We won't go. We don't want day together again. Okay, oh yeah, no put arrangement together. How you wanna go peacefully? They will still say, as they leave this meeting, or we are not there together again, because it's always process. I'm going to begin that teaching from this month, from December onward. Because you see, Nigeria, one day, when we say revolution, okay, I said I was going to tell people that. Now, when you get idea of which revolution you want fight, now you say, when you do all of it, you go end up in the hand of the same people you are trying to run away from. No head, no tail. But there is going to be a time that if we have organizations with resources, they will shut down Yoruba land. When I say shut down, I'm talking about where you will see over 70% Yorubas who understand what independence truly means. And once they say, we don't, now today, from that moment, the process of us living, at least maybe the autonomy go first come, or they'll say, okay, you know what? Now they control yourself first, okay? Do what you want to do, but no go yet. We'll finalize the whole process before you become final country. Something we have to give. It all starts from having centralized, dedicated people. When I say dedicated, seriously dedicated people who are going to make sure that 70% of us are going to rise up one day soon and shut down everywhere. You see all this we are asking for? They will accelerate it. The constitution will be abrogated. Go on.
Has anybody asked the Fulani terrorists that is conducting an election, why are they still bringing in, as we speak, they are bringing in more terrorists into our forest. More and more are coming. The border is just open.
Yes.
Every day you see them, they do attach them in trailers and Wongoro.
See what is going on
to the south, east, west.
See what is going on in Imo. Coordinated killings of the people.
I'm telling you, in Enugu, and did you know that before the attack on Enugu happened, the information has come that they are dropping terrorists with a helicopter.
Yes.
Right there. The governor is there, chief security of the state, who is a terrorist, because the security vote is collecting every month. What is he using it to do? All over Nigeria, all the governors, they are collecting security votes. That money, they just pocket it. The military created that office to be siphoning money. That's only the reason of that creation of that security vote, because the chief security officer is the president. They have no power. So why the security vote? And they are collecting it at the expense of the hunger in the land, at the expense of the death and terrorism going on in Nigeria, and they are putting it in their pocket. And when signal or the information it comes out about the terrorists, what they are around or what they want to do, they will never react until they start killing people. Are you getting me?
And they can start doing
so my
it
ego,
around.
my ego, we are in danger. Our people have to wake up. Biafra Oduduwa, we have to wake up. My Lama said it in 2022. 2022 is not yet over. These people, they are bringing in more and more terrorists as we speak. What they want to do is to create Afghanistan and Nigeria.
No.
My good, that is what I have to say this evening. Thank you very much
for
the great work you are doing.
Thank you. And then keeping you as well. So I have another caller. Hello there.
Hello, my Gumbami.
Hello.
Long time. Mukuman pay. Money lucky to mo fi wọlé lé ní. Ó ti tó jọ́ mẹ́ta ọmọ mi ń kọ́ lílà nǹkan àtẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀. Ìjọ́tẹ̀ ṣe ìsàmì, I was watching you direct. Ìjọ́tẹ̀ ṣe ìsàmì fún ní ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì, I was watching you direct. I was praying, I said, ọmọ ọmọ Jẹ̀bú alárẹ̀. God bless. Adúpẹ́ fọlọ́run, adúpẹ́. They will grow and be blessed in Jesus' name. They will go out and they will be a peculiar in Jesus' name.
Amen.
I'm so happy. Oh, really, mo gbọ́ your mom, Jẹ̀bú.
Oh, loud and clear.
Bàbá bá pè, àlàyé pè. Bàbá bá pè báyìí, kọ́ọ̀lù bàbá jáwọ́ kọ́ọ̀lù ní àṣẹ.
I know. Ó máa dàbí ìjọba ọ̀run àfagbára wọ̀ ni. But eventually, tí wọ́n bá ti wọlé yẹn náà, ó máa ní àwọn personal satisfaction kan tí wọ́n máa feel like pé yes, finally.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni. Yémi kọ́ńdọ̀ Yémi kọ́ńdọ̀ ìyàwó wa.
Èdè wọn bẹ́ẹ̀ náà láfíà kan bẹ digbí.
Olúwa ṣe.
Àmdúpẹ́.
Digbí Olúwa ṣe. Jerry, I want to respond to what you are saying. Jerry, ọ̀rọ̀ location lánàá yẹn. I'm tired of it. I'm tired. Location 9, I'm tired of it. Because tọ́ba ní pé èèyàn já fún pé kíyàn gba ilẹ̀ Yorùbá, èmi mo wà front line.
God bless you.
The funny thing is that àwọn Ọlọ́run bless àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá níbi. I'm working in one of the best hospitals in Texas here. One of the best hospitals. Àwọn tó jẹ́ tàjẹ́ medical front Yorùbá, Yíbò. Tẹ́fàjẹ́ máa rí the best doctor ní Texas yìí Yorùbá ní. Ọlọ́run fún wa ní ọgbọ́n.
Nǹkan tí wọ́n ṣe sọ
ní ìyá
ẹ̀yà jẹ́ wọ́n ní pé brain drain nìyẹn. Brain drain tó ń ṣe Nàìjíríà yẹn ni pé the best of Nigeria tó ń fi Nàìjíríà lè lọ síta àwa tá a jẹ́ Southern là ń suffer ẹ̀ jù. The best doctor, the best surgeon, the best pharmacist, the best scientist, the best educator, the best this or that. Tẹ́ bá gbé all over the place. Southern.
Is one of the best hospital, number one hospital in the whole world. Wow. Emergency care when you move. If I pay front line, emergency front line, Nigeria ni. Why today pay? Ìyàlówá jẹ́ ìlú títí wá. If I pay cold blue by Toba must pay cold blue. If I pay cold blue by Nigeria, Yorùbá, Awalama Wambe. A máa gbà káwọn ti bí tó débẹ̀. Kí ló jẹ́ pé ìlú wa gángan ìyàwó ń jẹ́ àwọn èèyàn. There is a day, 3 weeks ago, I sent money to my younger sister. Monia, all of this job me around the city, yes, she is a call. I don't have time, I have my own business. Nobody me just sit there for a good boy. Most the our bank GCB, they've been doing it first and second and third time. Abu Mani, I said the buy in Mobambe. What is going on? This time I am also money for the lot of bank, 10,000, 20,000 on your no winning. Simba post on social media for my back in one yellow Facebook.
And pickpocket, eh? Wọ́n so terrible débi pé nígbà tí mo kúrò Nàìjíríà gbogbo mi tó wà nínú báǹkì mi kò pọ̀ lọ títí ọ̀bọ̀ owó mi ni ṣẹ́gẹ́ tí ń sìn 7,800 naira ni mo filẹ̀ ní àkáǹtì mi kò tó èyí à tó ti yọ tán tó ti di zero ó dẹ̀ máa ń dá dùn mí tí táwọn èèyàn tí wọ́n bọ́ sórí social media máa ráwọn èèyàn tó máa sọ pé wọ́n yọ kíní kan wọ́n yọ 45 naira text message wọ́n yọ 100 naira wọ́n yọ kíní kan pickpocket ni wọ́n ní Naija and that is as jẹ́ pé
Monica bro mi padà lọ ó ní computer error.
Irọ́ ni.
Mo ní computer error lọ fi yọ 20,000 wọ́n yọ 30,000.
Ọmọ ẹni tó send ẹ̀ ni.
Ajẹmára bag of rice. This is 2 months ago. Mo ra bag of rice ní 40,000 ní 45,000.
Right. Láti
ọdún tí dé 45,000.
Láti 7 years ago kí inflation tiẹ̀ wà títí kò yẹ kó ṣe kí ni kò yẹ kó wọ 15,000 naira. Kí inflation tiẹ̀ wà 100% inflation. Ṣé yóò wá kọ́wọn èèyàn lọ gbọ́ kọ́ jáde síta ebi pamọ́. Kò kọ́ wọn. Ọlọ́run á ṣe ni, Ọlọ́run á pèsè.
Àwọn ọlọ́dẹ fún àwọn ọmọ wa ní ọgbọ́n níbi school tó mọ́ mi lọ second to last born she's 17 she's in engineering she's a chemical engineering school.
See?
She's 17. She's in chemical she's studying chemical engineering. And 17 in 17.
Future ẹ ti wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ wọ́n ti gbélé lọ́wọ́ ó ti yẹ yín sìn gbogbo bó ṣe máa wà guided gbogbo bó ṣe máa rí pé ó succeed lórí ẹ̀ gbogbo opportunity yẹn gbogbo ẹ̀pù yẹn wà around ẹ̀ ó dẹ̀ kù sóhun fúnra rẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ bó ṣe rí báyìí ṣe rí sìn níbẹ̀ yẹn nìyẹn bó ṣe everywhere nìyẹn náà ní Nàìjíríà ọmọ 33 years ọmọ 33 years ó ṣì ń wo window pé bá máa ṣọ́ dádì tó bá wọ́n lè jáde mẹ́rin kọ́ máa fún mi lówó oúnjẹ ìjọba máa ṣọ́ wọn tó bá ti fẹ́ jáde ọkọ̀ tó wọ́n lè fẹ́ yọ jáde ọmọ 33 years tó ti báyé wọn jẹ́ dé nílé ó máa ṣọ́ window báyìí tí ìyá ẹ̀ bá fẹ́ jáde pé mọ́mí lè fẹ́ yọ mi lẹ̀ ó ti yẹn sì jọ tó bá ti rí pé mọ́mí ti gbé báàgì wọn kó pè mí ó yẹn sìn má yẹ kọ́ lọ má yẹ ó yẹ ọmọ 33 years ní Nàìjíríà ó ti kàwé tán kò ríṣẹ́ kò rẹ́nìtìn wọ́n ń bọ́ ń lé ni tó bá ti sú abọ́ sórí social media abẹ́rẹ́ sí ní pariwo àwa ló kàn your father Tinubu will buy your family Tinubu can buy your entire generation nígbà tó ti bà generation ti jẹ́ already mà kí la fẹ́ sọ.
I'm fighting because of pé ká gba Yorùbá nationwide kò ṣe yí pé it's for my own good it's for my children torí pé ọmọbìnrin lọ́lọ́run fún mi ní ìdè fẹ́ kí àwọn ọmọ mi gbé sí ìlú Amẹ́ríkà yìí when my father die ipa fẹ́ gbé òkú wọn lọlé àwọn ọmọ mi làwọn ò lọ ọ̀ọ́dẹ lọ wọ́n ní because ṣé ìlú tó ti pààyàn yẹn làwọn fẹ́ lọ.
Imagine.
Ọlọ́run ò lọ àwọn ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ mi náà ò lọ you guys can go we will be calling you èmi ní àtàwọn ẹgbẹ́ mi lájọ lọ gbẹ́ ti bàbá wá síbi tó kù síbí bá. Second daughter mi she's in medical school ó máa graduate next year as a bachelor of science.
Everything yeah, she will give it to America there.
She will give it to America.
Whenever she feels like, oh, I come from a so place in Yoruba land, oh, I want to go and give back. To have a go data, nǹkan tó máa change mind there. Ló pọ̀ jù. Àfọmọ tó bá stubborn tó pé wo mo ṣá máa lọ. I'm going to go nìkan ni. Irú wọn dẹ̀ rí à. Because risk yẹn mama stay on the face pé do you really want to go there? Are you sure?
Ani ìgbà mi ti máa wo program ìgbà mi tó bá pè mí pé it's time for Zoom meeting I don't want to go because ibi tó bá ti gbé làwọn kó máa fà wálẹ̀ ibi tó bá ti gbé làwọn kó máa fà wálẹ̀ and have already caused so many people tó bá ti tó gbé ibi tí ọlọ́mọ yẹ kí yẹn tó kò pẹ̀lẹ́.
Mọ̀ kàn máa àwọn àlàyé kan wà tó yẹ ká ṣe mo ń tẹnu mọ́ ìdí ni wípé gbogbo nǹkan tó wù tí àwọn èèyàn wá ń rí ń sìn mo mọ spirit àwọn èèyàn nígbà tí àwọn èèyàn kan gbọ́ pé mo dá sí ọ̀rọ̀ bí a ṣe lè gba ẹnu jọ lórí ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation yẹn at some point inú àwọn èèyàn kan dùn gan because to them wọ́n wò pé yes pẹ̀lú irú ẹni báyìí ó ti yẹn sìn mo believe pé kíní yìí kò sí pẹ̀lú máyégún tí mo rí yìí o pẹ̀lú àwọn ẹni àtìlẹ́ àti ó ti yẹn sìn now ó yé mi fẹ́ ṣe ni pé ṣé ló yẹ kí ó ti kí one central body tó máa really wà responsible fún every decision and everything like bí irú ìlànà yẹn for example ó ti yẹn sìn so tó bá yẹ kó bóyá pé ó wà well sustained ni ẹ máa gbọ́ tó bá yẹ kó wà well sustained ni like it was structured ó ti yẹn kò ní sí room fún ìgbà tàmẹ̀dù tó ní kálukú wá di ọ̀npàṣẹ tara títí wọn ó yẹ yín sí láì sọ pé ìṣẹ́dá kò jẹ́ pé àwọn tí wọ́n ń jù ìṣẹ́dá kò jẹ́ pé àwọn èèyàn tó yẹ pé tó jẹ́ olórí kinní yìí ni wọ́n mọ responsibility tó surround kinní yẹn tó àbí kó jẹ́ pé wọ́n mọ bí àwọn èèyàn ṣe gbé ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation yẹn tó bóyá tó bá mọ̀ tọmọ how sacred bó ṣe jẹ́ fún so many people ni ṣó yẹ yín sìn wọ́n á wá sit right tó bá sit right wọ́n á wá whip everybody lọ́tún lọ́sì into line ṣó yẹ yín sìn so bọ́ tá bá máa sọ̀rọ̀ sit right yẹn mà ó ní àwọn òótọ́ kan tó ń láti kọ́kọ́ jáde yẹn ni mo ṣe sọ yìí pé.
bàbá mi tó rí tí a bá sòótọ́ fún àwọn olórí iye tó ń da ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá èrú sórí olóṣèlú ti fi àyè lẹ́fọ̀ olóṣèlú.
nǹkan tó fà á náà mo sọ fún yẹn nígbà tí center tí ò ti ní exact control
tí ò ti ní structure
tó ti sí control tó ti jẹ́ pé irú wá ògìrì wá igbá wá àmẹ̀dù wá tó bá ti fà wọ́n sápá bí ibẹ̀ ló máa fà sí tó bá ti fà wọ́n sápá bí ibẹ̀ náà ló máa fà sí tó bá fà wọ́n sí ti ẹyẹ sìn so ó fún àwọn èèyàn kan láàyè láti ríra wọn ju bó ṣe rí gangan lọ àbí bó ṣe tó lọ confusion tí gbogbo wọn ti wá kó sílẹ̀ yẹn aláṣẹ padà sí ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀pẹ̀ ó yẹ yín sìn káwá ó dà àwọn tó yẹ kí wọ́n jẹ́ kán wà responsible láti ilẹ̀ tí wọ́n wà responsible ṣẹ́gẹ́tì ma
we need to leave that country torí pé àwọn Ọlọ́run fún àwọn ọmọ wa ní ọgbọ́n àti òye.
A lot of it ma.
Although my first daughter was 17 when he went to software engineer tó nígbà tó gba associate tó lọ sí kínní 17 ló gba degree of software engineer ó wà ní school ní ṣe is doing his PhD at age of 22.
àwọn ọmọ wa miss opportunity gan lè mà but I mean we'll get there ṣá. gẹ́ẹ̀ kan mà ẹ jẹ́ sọ kíní kan fún yín mà ẹ jẹ́ sọ kíní kan fún yín. ṣẹ́rí tí taba ní organization ẹ máa gbọ́ taba ní organization mo sọ kọ́ fáwọn èèyàn kan mo ní ṣẹ́rí Yorùbá nation yìí tó jẹ́ bí Yorùbá sovereign nation tó jẹ́ bí final say ṣẹ́gẹ́tì sìn ṣe ló dàbí ìjọba tí ò tí ì sí ń bẹ̀ ṣẹ́gẹ́tì ṣùgbọ́n tó jẹ́ pé ó ti wà kí ni mo mean by that ṣe rí ṣílẹ̀ ká ti ní organization wa tó jẹ́ pé èmi ní ètò ààbò ní o ṣẹ́gẹ́tì sìn wọ́n ti lágbára láti pé ṣe rí gbogbo èmi ní Nigerian Army tẹ́ ẹ̀ rí yẹn wọ́n ti kó àwọn ọmọ wa wọnú ẹ̀ ẹ̀yin ò ní mọ̀ èmi àti yín ò ní mọ̀ wọ́n ti ná àwọn owó yẹn wọ́n ti kó wọn wọnú ẹ̀ nígbà tí gbogbo òfurá èmi Nigerian police nǹkan kan yẹn wọ́n ti kó àwọn ọmọ wa wọnú wọ́n ti wáyé wọ́n ti wọnú ẹ̀ wọ́n ò ní wọnú ẹ̀ nìkan o wọ́n á ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní ná owó tó máa tì wọ́n gbọ́ pé lè ti di assistant commissioner of police lè ti di assistant superintendent of kíní kan army kíní kan ti yẹn ní more reason why same thing pẹ̀lú gbogbo nǹkan tó ní í ṣe pẹ̀lú Nàìjíríà ṣé ní máa ṣerú nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ẹ̀ ń láti ní àwọn ìdí kí ló ti ń pè aláfẹ̀yìntì tó ní í ṣe tó gbòógì lóòótọ́ ṣe tẹ́ bá ti wá ti ra yín bọ́ gbogbo bẹ̀ yẹn ni wípé ṣe rí jọ́kíjọ́ tí a bá sọ pé a ti fẹ́ ṣetán ó jẹ́ ìjọba ilẹ̀ Yorùbá yẹn la sọ pé ó ti dópin lẹ́nìí àwọn olóṣèlú tó jẹ́ PDP APC mà wọn ò ní gbóyin lẹ́nu tó rọ́mọrú ẹni tẹ́ jẹ́ as organization bọ́ coordinate ẹ̀ bó ṣe yẹ kó wà
coordinate.
ìlànà orílẹ̀ ìlànà àti other people bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n ní strength yẹn wọ́n ní resources yẹn wọ́n dẹ̀ allow ara wọn láti build resources yẹn wọ́n make ara wọn wà vulnerable òun ló fà tí gbogbo àwọn charlatans tẹ̀ ń rí lé nìyẹn tó jẹ́ àwọn olóde wa ń sọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation tó wá dàbí joke yẹn mà.
Bó wá dàbí joke ṣùgbọ́n tó wá ń dùn mí jù ni pé tó bá ní ká san $20 I always I pay double.
A lot of people ní o.
ṣùgbọ́n nǹkan tó
fi ṣeré o.
I pay double because if somebody can send that one graffiti, I have my evidence. Somebody can send it. ṣùgbọ́n owó tí yàn jìyà fún tí yàn máa ṣiṣẹ́. Now for the past 3 weeks now I have to be at work for 12 hours. 12 hours. Ẹni ọjọ́ mẹ́ta ẹ̀ àná tèmi ni mò ń lọ fún 8 hours because of the holiday. Àfi bẹ́ẹ̀ ní kìíní a patient tó jẹ́ pé maybe by midnight they will bring the emergency come.
So like too busy.
Continue. I'm too busy. Ìgbà mi ti bá délé báyìí, ó máa rẹ̀ mí. Last baby mi gan, ọmọ mi tó second to the last born mi tó ń lọ sí school, mi tó wà university, òun ló máa bá mi dress last baby mi tó máa lọ drop ẹ̀ sí school, tóun tó máa lọ sí school.
That's brilliant.
Torí ọkọ mi ṣiṣẹ́ far away.
Sherry.
So kí ni mo fẹ́ sọ? Adé tó gbogbo ni àwọn agbowó yẹn ni àwọn tẹ̀lé ẹ̀. Àwọn máa jà, wọ́n máa pín wọ́n àwa níbi kókó owó yẹn.
Ẹ̀tí wọ́n yẹn wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. Ẹ̀tẹ̀dẹ̀ wa ní rántí nǹkan tó wọ́n yẹn wà fún wọn. Ṣebí yẹn lẹ́yìn sọ́mà mo láwọn èèyàn tí wọ́n ti fi ẹjọ́ sùn mí tó jẹ́ pé on a personal level tí wọ́n gba owó iyebíye lọ́wọ́ wọn nígbà tó target wọn ṣòye yín sìn ó dẹ̀ wá ń dá wọn sìn yín ṣòye yín bọ́ ṣe rí àsìkò ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ò tí ì tó ṣòye yín mà yẹn ni mo sọ yìí pé nígbà tí màá máa ṣe program yẹn Yorùbá ni màá fi ṣe everybody á lé àǹfààní láti pè wọlé ṣé ló máa dàgbà tá fi kíní já ilé agbọ́n ṣebí òun lẹ́yìn pè wọlé tẹ̀ ń sọ tí yìí ń sìn tó bá ní kọ́ dáwó tó ní kọ́ dá $20 40 lẹ́yìn máa send.
Ó ṣe ìtújú 40 lọ.
Double triple.
Ó ṣe ìtújú 40 lọ.
Now ẹ wá rí bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ẹ imagine àwọn míì tó ń wò mí báyìí tọ́jọ́ ń gbọ́ èmi àti yín sìn tó dẹ̀ jẹ́ pé ó pẹ̀lú nǹkan tó ń dá dùn wọ́n nígbà tó padà wá ń figure out later wípé àwọn kan nígbà tó kàn ń play àwọn ni meanwhile ẹ wò mà ẹja ní sùúrù the time yẹn Yorùbá ni máa ṣe láìpẹ́ yìí so máa yẹ káwọn èèyàn mọ nǹkan tó ń bọ̀ àti pé that's why tó yẹ pé mo sọ pé gbogbo ìtawà náà tá a ti ń sọ pé a fẹ́ ṣe education tàbá ti sọ pé a fẹ́ ṣe àtúnṣe sẹ́yìn ẹ mọ̀ tí mo ń ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ èmi náà ń ṣiṣẹ́ owó máa o kò yẹ yín mo mọ bó ṣe ń rí o ara máa ń community bá ná àwọn owó kan tó yẹ pé mi ò lè explain o ṣó yẹ yín mà so tó bá jókòó sí ṣe lọ́dọ̀ tèmi ṣe gbọ́ mi mà ṣe lọ́dọ̀ tèmi tí àwọn èèyàn bá sọ pé ó yẹ ẹjẹ́ raise owó ó wá ti dé 200 á ti dé kinní kan yẹn tó yẹ pé oní $10 oní £20 oní €20 oní kinní kan ní 100 ní kinní kan yẹn lọ́dọ̀ tìyín $50 lẹ fún wa $100 lẹ fún wa bọ́ lọ́dọ̀ tèmi tí bá máa kojọ́ sí ó lè ti tó bí i £3,000 kí wá lọ máa ṣe fàkìyà lórí ẹ̀ kí wá máa rí later kí wá máa notice later pé ṣebí Máyégún sọ pé kìnìkan àti ẹ̀ lè bèrè sí kọ́ má dìpọ̀ máa lọ sọ dìjà ẹ imagine lórí owó yín kẹ́ má lè bèrè àwọn èèyàn wà tẹ́ pé wọ́n wá ń wonder èmi pé ṣáwọn èèyàn ni ẹ ní so much influence lórí yín tó yẹn ni kì í ṣe àwọn náà bí òun ṣe àwọn èèyàn tó ń wò wọ́n ó wá máa set record yẹn straight ma ó wà so important wọ́n lè derail course yẹn ṣe get ma because ẹ mọ̀ nǹkan ṣe lórí ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation dàbí ibi tí a fẹ́ gbin obì sí tí obì wá ṣẹlẹ̀ wù níbẹ̀ àìmọye ọmọ Yorùbá ní gbogbo àgbáńlá ayé ni wọ́n fẹ́ the best fún ilẹ̀ Yorùbá kí gbogbo ẹ̀ tó dàrú dé tó dàrú dé yìí nígbà tí a bá ṣoríire lájò a máa ń ronú bá ṣe fẹ́ lọ ṣe ilé iṣẹ́ sílẹ̀ Yorùbá bá yẹ fẹ́ lọ kọ́lé ẹlòmíì tí wọ́n bó ń ṣe máa lọ kọ́ọ̀lù fáwọn èèyàn òun ẹlòmíì tí wọ́n bó yẹ fẹ́ lọ tún skul tó lọ ṣe ẹlòmíì tí wọ́n bó yẹ fẹ́ lọ kọ́lé iṣẹ́ kékeré tó máa gba àwọn èèyàn sí gbogbo àwọn nǹkan yẹn la máa ń rò pé tọ́lọ́run bá ti ṣe àtọ́mi bá tẹ̀ báyìí tómi bá dé ṣe understand sí which means pé a fẹ́ progress fúnlẹ̀ Yorùbá.
Let me tell you one thing. Let me tell you one.
Yes, ma'am.
My daughter, my second daughter, is in medical school.
Right.
Ó ń fẹ́ ṣe àwọn tó ń ṣe surgery. She's graduating now from nursing doctor. Yes.
Wow.
Nígbà tó fẹ́ wọ medical school, mo wá ní ọmọ ọpẹ́ mi. Kí ni why do you want to go to medical school? Torí jókòó wo eré Yorùbá, ó wá rí i pé ọgbẹ́ máa kàn lọ sí hospital nítorí pé kò sówó ọ̀dà máa yẹn lóhùn máa yẹn wá ó wá bí mi pé mọ́mì ṣé bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn làwọn èèyàn ṣe ń kú inú tètè ti gbọ́ bàbá rẹ̀ wá ń dá lóhùn gbà tòótọ́ ni o pé tó bá ti ní owó if they carry you to Nigeria your hospital in Nigeria they will not answer you and they say mọ́mì I want to be a medical doctor ọmọ mi wọ medical school by the grace of God. Ṣòrí nígbà tó máa ṣe first year second year third year ló bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní ẹgbẹ́ pààyàn àwa ń sọ̀rọ̀ ó ní I'm not going to that country.
I'm not going there.
I would rather go to I would rather go to another country and go and work for them, go and help them than go to that country.
Ẹ sọ fún pé Yorùbá nation ní country tí ó máa padà ṣe serve ẹ sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ fún because ṣe nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ fà ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation kò lè parẹ́ kò yé yín ní pé ibi tá fẹ́ gbòǹbì sí obì ti wù ń bẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ no anyway yẹn ni pé àwa ọmọ Yorùbá tí a ti kúrò nílẹ̀ Yorùbá gbogbo ibi tó ń kalẹ̀ wà lágbàńlá ayé yìí every time tí a bá look back tá bá rí nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ kò sẹ́ni tínú ẹ̀ ń dùn sí yàtọ̀ sáwọn oníjẹkújẹ o àwọn alájẹhọra o ṣò yín kò sẹ́ni tínú ẹ̀ máa ń dùn sí ìyẹn túmọ̀ sí wípé tẹ́ bá wá béèrè ní oyè yín tẹ́ bá béèrè lọ́wọ́ ọmọ tẹ́ bá kó ọmọ Yorùbá mẹ́wàá jọ oyè yín sìn tó gbé ní Nàìjíríà o tó ń gbé labroad náà mẹ́wàá yẹn mo lè guarantee yín wípé ká béèrè lọ́wọ́ yín pé èwo ni wọ́n fẹ́ kí Yorùbá dá dúró ní àbíkọ́ṣì wà lára Nàìjíríà mo lè guarantee yín pé just being generous o mẹ́fà nínú wọn ò ní rò lẹ́ẹ̀mejì tó máa fi sọ fún yín pé a fẹ́ dá dúró ni so ìyẹn ló wá jẹ́ kí a become target ó jẹ́ ká di target àwọn èèyàn tí wọ́n padà wá ń gba owó lọ́wọ́ wa lórí orúkọ Yorùbá nation tó cause gbogbo nǹkan tẹ́ ń rí yìí nìyẹn o so yín because everybody ready láti help what do you want us to do what can we do how can we help okay wọ́n náà ń pààyàn bí báyìí okay kí lẹ fẹ́ ká ṣe what do you want us to do where would you want us to help àwọn ebi ń pa àwọn èèyàn wa kíní kan ṣá what would you like us to do we are always willing always ready always want to that position that made us a ready-made vulnerable people but we are not stupid so yẹn sìn ní tó túmọ̀ sí pé the moment everybody bá notice yìí pé the right thing is being done ma Yorùbá àṣà dìde yẹn ló sọ pé Yorùbá ẹ dìde láṣẹ láti bá wọn tí wọ́n ní chance ń sìn yín àwọn tó ní chance tí wọ́n tó ti get attention gbogbo wa yìí kó tó di pé wọ́n máa blow ẹ̀ off finally ká sọ fún ọ pé torí pé àwa ń lo òyìnbó à ń support Yorùbá nation kò sọ wá di mugu kò sọ wá dọ̀dẹ̀ àdẹ serve individuals nǹkan kan ló mú mo kó mo rò wá o so if they can't do it right àwa sọ èyí tó ń jẹ́ òótọ́ fáwọn èèyàn wa kó ní owó kó ní kálukú owó ẹ̀ sápò ẹ̀ gbọ́ that's my own point o oyè yín mà but ẹ kí n gbé another call ẹ kí n gbé another call.
mo rí i pé mo bẹ́ẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ dáadáa bàbá mi.
ẹ ti ń tọ́ láti jọ ọjọ́ yìí so mo sọ pé tẹ bá ti lè wọlé pé báyìí kí ni ẹ máa bí àwọn èèyàn ẹ máa gbọ́ máa bí àwọn èèyàn right.
dáadáa ìyàwó mi dáadáa bá ń kíyè ọmọ mi ò pé ó kú iṣẹ́ náà tó dáa God bless you.
Kenny, nice day, yeah. So sorry that took almost a while. I just thought I should take my time because when I'm speaking to somebody like that, I don't think I'm speaking to a lot of people, and I'm so sorry that I spoke Yoruba most of the time. Sorry, my caller, hang on for me. The reason why I had to keep speaking Yoruba is because there's something that is that is currently brewing, and to some people it is going to be the end of the whole campaign and the rest. But I'm going to tell you this: sometimes setting the record straight could possibly save the day. But saving it or not saving it, I can say this to you as well for free: the mind, the wish, and the aspiration of the young Yorubas and the old Yorubas, the genuine Yoruba sons and daughters, to see a Yoruba land that is autonomous or independent on its own. That is not something that boils from somebody saying we should do it. If you ask many of us, that's exactly what we want. A place that where the prosperity of the Yoruba people is completely restored, harnessed, and used for the people. That's something that is not going to die because some unscrupulous people took advantage of people's wish. Do you get that now? So that's why I had to speak Yoruba to my lady there, and I'm going to have a program done on that, and it's going to be serious, a long one, very long one. Hello there.
Hello, my brother. This is Adiola speaking.
This is Abiola. Hey, why did I hear it as
Your former last caller.
I know. How are you, sir?
I'm very well. How have you been? How's the family?
Baba, same old. I'm still here, right? Doing the same thing.
Baba.
And hopefully, it's going to yield the desired results someday that I won't have to waste this much energy anymore. Someday.
Yes, of course. This is the part whereby we have to build the brick for the place we want to live in. Yes. The previous caller and yourself, you guys spoke extensively in Yoruba. Even me too, I was going to say something towards that side as well. To probably
feel comfortable. Listen, there are times. There are times whereby Adiola, there are times whereby it is better. What you want to say is better said in your language. Yoruba, but it's just that most of some of my own viewers here, right? They don't understand Yoruba, but they can read the comment for that moment, okay? You can mix them up at some point, not completely if you don't want to, okay? But yeah, fire on. Tell me what you feel that you want to say. Baba, just speak on,
because some days ago, I just went again to check the Constitution, 1963 Constitution.
Mm-hmm.
I just went again to look at that document again, and I was just angry because I couldn't reconcile that and 1963 Constitution. I couldn't think how come people are not aware. If you look at that old Constitution, those regions are self-governing. That was what they were tagged, self-governing regions. They were self-governing, and I just knew that we are living in an alternate universe.
You get
there's some universes you will live in whereby everything is meant to be, whereby you have your own autonomy, you have your own sense of security, you have prosperity, there's upward mobility, everything is fine.
Mm-hmm.
That universe exists, but we are living in an alternate universe. Nigeria's arrangement is better said in Yoruba. It's my point. Paroni now. Baba na paro now. Say your own glory, your own reality has been exchanged for a lesser one. That arrangement is a lesser one. Is a suboptimal one.
It's like change of destiny.
Change of destiny now. It's a change of it's a change of destiny. It's like they've shortchanged you. They've given you a lesser quality
of life
than what you deserve. So even if, for example, you want to stay in that union, you must not have a union that is devoid of a referendum.
Exactly. That should have even been what brought Nigeria together should have been a referendum in the first place. That the people agree,
in the first place,
but there was nothing like that.
Baba, see, because you have melanin in your skin, does not mean we are monolith.
No.
It's my point. Because you get melanin, I get melanin. It does not mean we are monolith, whereby we will go the same direction.
No.
Because you get black in your skin, does not mean we are monolith, whereby Nigeria is indivisible, is insoluble.
Absolutely.
No, Baba, forget that rubbish. You forget that rubbish. That even the Scottish man that speaks a different intonation of the same English has access to referendum
Yes.
and has some form of autonomy over his own area.
Which is the ideal
How much
thing.
more people?
I mean,
People with
animal can't
diversity.
give me human rights. I'm human.
Baba,
Animal can't tell me my rights. I know my rights. I'm a human being. How dare you come around and say you want to explain my rights to me? Human Rights Commission, National Human Rights, International. I mean, come on, man.
oh,
I'm human.
you know what?
I am supposed to have these rights. The right to this, right to that, and all of that. You can't take them away from me and start dictating and say, no, now that one is not your right. Where your right end, another person begin. Meanwhile, you won't even let me express or experience that my own right. In a way, express your right. Oh, yeah, it's your right. But you know that if that's your right, end there, another person start there, you just have no right being a Nigerian. And that's why people are asking, Talole describe in Kotonje Nigeria. Who can actually define who is a Nigerian? Tani Nigerian.
It's even an insult.
Up to now, nobody could.
It's even an insult to be called a Nigerian because it's a suboptimal name. It's suboptimal. It does not reflect us for who we are. You know, if UK of mix of Welsh, English, Scottish can become 60 or 65 million people, can have a country of their own. It's a mix of about Welsh and English and Scottish, and another island can have their own some form of 60 or 65 million people. I was going to tell you, I think majority in our own land, that is 60 million law. I think Brazil, I think Cuba, Baba, Wale Dawa.
Le Dawa without Nigeria. Although there's a Dawa,
the same thing with Igbo now. The same thing with Igbo. Igbo not so 60 million in Nigeria last year. Are you telling me all that one? What are you see, Baba? See, that thing is pure evil. I was talking with some people, some of my friends, and I believe that before this thing becomes reality, we will be the outliers. Whereby we think differently.
What I'm looking for, you see, Adiola, there is something that our people need to know before an organization can be feared. When late the sage Chief Obafemi Awolowo, back in the 40s, Adiola, he was here in England. You know the story and the rest. So they started something, and they call it Egbe Omo Dudua. Now, Egbe Omo Dudua was started by students who came here to study. Their intention was to go back home and take over the government there and break themselves away from Nigeria. That was the intention. They didn't hide it. You know what they did? Before the selection of the people who started the Egbe Omo Yoruba, back then, that they selected to be part of that, they were Yoruba princes, children of billionaires, supposed rich Yorubas back then, traders, children of high chiefs, and who got their scholarship to come here. The best student in his own entire town or community or kingdom sent to come and study Yoruba. So they were like people who were like one way or the other. They saw Yoruba land as a country already. They only needed to bring all of the component parts together, agree under one leadership and become a country. You know what that did? When they got back to Nigeria, they didn't find it difficult to convince the home-based Yorubas, who somehow sort of respect them for returning back as graduate and other from abroad. So leadership was easily bestowed to them. Like, oh, you have it. We'll lead you. Whatever you say is right. We'll do it. And like magic, they took over the commerce. They took over the economy. They took over the system. Gradually, they phased out the people who have always been comfortable with the colonial arrangements. They are not interested in independence. They were Yorubas too. Very prominent, very powerful. Kings, chiefs, the rest of them. But when Awolowo and the rest returned back home, they returned back home resourcefully. So now when I looked into our own 2022 this day self-determination, I realized that it is either the progenitors, the campaigners, they didn't do their own work well, or they probably never envisaged that it was going to be accepted by majority of us like this, and they had no real plan. So what we need to do now is to let them know that to have an organization that says you want to take a country out of a place like that, you must have what it takes. And that starts from having the ability to infiltrate, control, correct, and then take over in a way that has never been seen before. You must have that resources. We don't currently have that. I must confess, Adeola, except if I'm wrong.
I agree with you, but not 100% on that last point you mentioned in terms of the architecture and the facility that we need to be able to actualize our independence eventually.
Please educate me more. Yeah, please.
Yeah, we will have that infrastructure you mentioned. We will have that infrastructure that you mentioned. It might take a bit of time, but if we're to take a static of what is on ground now, Baba,
yeah,
Yoruba people, especially our leaders, a lot of them are experts in scape capturing. So even if you want to build architecture, see, there's a concept that I believe in, that for you to have that architecture you're talking about, we have to remove some people that would take capture us. So even
that means you didn't listen, you didn't pay attention, Adeola. I said, look at us today. This is 2022, Adeola. When they say that Nigerians are remitting over $36 billion back to Nigeria, there was nothing like that back in the 40s. You know that? Rather,
of course,
they were like using our resources to even help them in these countries back then. Sure, you get?
Yes. Yeah.
But what Awolowo and co had back then, that those who are back home didn't really have that much, was that the exposure and the education.
Yes.
And they used the advantage. This is 2022.
Yes.
Education only is not enough. There are many people who are well educated back home. Okay?
Yeah.
But when it comes to money, economic power, some of us right here in the diaspora, we have that economic power. How do you get them on board? Or why are those kind not interested in the Yoruba nation and whatever? Or are they interested but not really attracted? Now, this is what I call the homework. That when I was reading about how Awolowo and the rest came by Egbe Yoruba, the intention.
Exactly.
I have never stopped thinking like, maybe we didn't do our homework well, because we have what it takes abroad here now. This is not us going back.
Of course
now.
we have.
We have all it takes here. That when we get back,
sort of
when we get back
grassroots education.
You know what I mean? Like when we get back
to educate.
Yeah, go on. Sorry, go on.
So we have to, grassroots here as well too. Can you hear me?
I'm with you.
There has to be grassroots education here. So just like before I mentioned, I was a group of friends of mine, and I was telling them about that constitution. They were arguing with me. They were just saying I was saying rubbish. And a lawyer just walked in, and he said to them, "Listen to this guy talking. He knows what he's talking about, and he's speaking facts."
Now,
and they were
talking about resources earlier, okay, hang on. You just mentioned something about the constitution now, okay? There was a time. People have brain, they have a lot they want to do, even in Ilano, and even some other organizations talking about Yoruba Nation. If you sat them down, if you're asking, they know, they have ideas of what they want to do, but they don't have the resources to do them, okay? Which means that most of the time, they don't have the capacity of what they wish that they could. But for 1 second there, for 1 second, imagine that the Yoruba Nation advocacy group is so powerful that you can boast of over 30, I'm just using this in Nigeria context now, okay? Over 30 senior lawyers, senior advocate of Nigeria in Nigeria who are members. About 16 judges from Federal High Court to their appeal court to their whatever court they are members. Wait, and then suddenly, with the might and the resources that we have, you now put together team of lawyers who are going to trash their trashy constitution, right? Make all their court the drama of the Yoruba nation campaigners. Their lawyers are very, they are brutal. When they are coming to court, everybody see them. Like you become something like a spectacle. People that they don't want to have anything to do with. When you create that kind of thing, because you have the resources, it's not just money now. You have them. You can deploy them anytime you want.
You have human capital.
They look around. They say, for example, they say, oh, all these Yoruba nation people, they are in the army, they are in the police, they are in the DSS, they are in this or that. Like they say, Fulani is here, Fulani is there, and the rest, right? Let's say you have all those resources as an organization, and you've deployed them, and you have created that fear already. It won't take them time to either say, you know what, let's give them referendum and see if you can defeat them through that. Because if they say, because one day you can trash that constitution and say that Nigeria constitution again is no longer constitutional. Nigeria must write a new constitution, then pave the way for everybody to now state their mind before any new constitution can be put in place. But now mouth we they use, now wish we they use until we have that resources. I mean, just imagine that for a minute.
Human capital.
Sure, you get you can deploy anytime, locally, internationally. When they see them, they say, now those Yoruba people they come. Oh, damn it.
We have so many surrogates everywhere. We have surrogates everywhere.
Somebody in the army says, Omo, I know if you carry that order out. May one my colleague who is a Yoruba nation supporter, may go shoot me and kill me for forest for going to Yoruba land to commit crime of killing the Yoruba people because they want, that kind of thing. Create that fear that they don't even know who is who until they are like, waiting. Like say, everybody just going separate. But we are going to get there. That I'm saying this publicly right now doesn't mean that there is no plan already in place, ongoing. But we just want the people to own it. There's nothing wrong in saying I want my own country peacefully. We are not threatening anybody. We're not asking for any war from anywhere. But listen to me, there's nothing wrong in you saying I want my own country. But you must mean it by making sure that you build the resources that will give you that. And that's what we're going to be doing from now on. We have it. Just bringing them together, harnessing them, and using them for that grassroots you just mentioned as well. I just told you, it's not just about money. It's just about organization that could use